Hello, and welcome to beautiful Casablanca, Morocco. I just got in yesterday, and I've been enjoying Morocco's delicious food, lovely people, and wonderful amenities. I'm here in Morocco on a layover for a couple of days, because tonight I'm actually going to be flying to one of the world's least visited countries, and this is a country known as Mauritania. It's just south of Morocco, with a desert area called Western Sahara separating it from Morocco's border, but it is one of the least, if not the least most visited country in Africa, let alone the world. And I'd love to take you guys along for this super exotic and fun journey that I think this is going to be. About halfway through my itinerary, my tour group and I are actually going to be spending a full night on top of the world's longest iron ore train that goes from the middle of Mauritania in the Sahara Desert all the way to the coastline. And it takes a whole night. So I'm probably going to be hating my life a little bit, not being able to sleep, but what's the fun in having a good night's sleep every single night? Well, it looks like it's about time to start packing, getting ready for my flight over to the capital city of Mauritania, which has one of the coolest names ever, by the way. It is called Nouakchott. So, rolls off the tongue like crazy. So if you're all ready, let's go to Mauritania, and I look forward to you guys joining me once I arrive in Nouakchott. We'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hello everybody, just coming at you with a quick update from my hotel room in Nouakchott. We spent the day exploring the city today. We went to the camel market, trounced around there, saw a whole bunch of camels. We went to the fish market and the beach. Really fun, chaotic atmosphere, and we also went to the National Museum of Mauritania, which was really cool. We weren't really allowed to take any pictures in there, but it was still really cool to see some of their historical artifacts and whatnot. Tomorrow we are going to start our trek into the desert, and we are going to be camping at a large sand dune called Azuaga. So interested to get further into the country, away from the capital city, and see what tomorrow has in store. So I'm going to get some sleep because I'm still a little bit jet lagged, and I will update everybody tomorrow once we start driving. Going up the dune. Just beautiful, untouched sand everywhere. This is amazing. Water bottle's falling over. Welcome to Mauritania. We made it to the top of this sand dune in the middle of Mauritania. The Sahara Desert. It's right there. It goes quite a bit further in the distance. It goes quite a bit further, but it's really cool to see it from here. Hello. Coming at you from, well, truthfully, the middle of absolutely nowhere. For the past few days, we've been exploring the Mauritanian countryside, the historic town of Chinguetti, which is actually what Mauritania used to be known as before it was colonized. The old town of Wadan, which we were at yesterday. Some old mosques, old stone buildings, held together with stone and clay. Really, really sweet. And we went to another place as well called the Eye of the Sahara, which is just a gigantic, 40-kilometer radius structure in the middle of the desert. And you can see it from outer space. So, so cool. Tonight, we are going to be catching the famous Mauritania iron ore train, and we're going to be catching it near the town of Choum, and we're going to be heading all the way to the coastline towards Nouadhibou. And the journey should start at approximately 1 a.m., and it should take probably between 8 to 10 hours on the train. We're going to be sitting right on top kind of thing. And I'll just give a little backstory about the train itself, and what is going to be going on. So we're going to be catching the train in the middle of the night, and we're going to be climbing directly on top of the train carriages that hold the iron ore. And there's actually 2 different types of iron ore that you can get, and we're really not sure what type of iron ore we're going to be getting on this very specific train, but you can get either just raw rocks, which would be relatively uncomfortable to lie on, in theory, or the dust, the beaten down, broken down iron ore that sort of just looks like this, and it's a lot more comfy to lay on, but the dust and the filthiness of that one will be a lot worse to handle. But very excited to ride this iconic train and hopefully get a little bit of sleep in the night. Not really sure if I'm going to be able to sleep because it'll be a bumpy ride for sure. But once we're awake, we'll be in the Sahara Desert and we'll be able to see the sunrise. And I don't quite know if there's just about anything more beautiful than that that I will have seen up until this point, aside from maybe the top of mountains, but that's going to be really pushing it because this is pretty insane. But I think I'm going to sign off for now. The next time you see me should hopefully not be an angry vlog in the middle of the night on top of some iron ore in the middle of Mauritania. That wouldn't be ideal. I will sign off and we'll see you on the train. Just so you know, you don't have to go to the desert in the middle of the Sahara to find adventure. You can find adventure anywhere. And in case no one has told you before or hasn't told you for a long time, you are invincible. Hey, just thought I would do one last video blog here in Nouakchott to wrap things up before I fly home here in a couple of hours. My trip to Mauritania is slowly coming to a conclusion, and what an adventure and awesome, unforgettable experience this trip has been. I just want to give a shout out to the company that helped me explore Mauritania. Check out Rocky Road Travel and Tour Mauritania, who were the local contacts for my tour. I just want to give a special shout out as well to Ahmed and Iris for being fantastic tour guides. Everybody that was essential to my experience and traveling safely, and special shout out to my driver for most of the days, just so happened to be Mokhtar. So thank you all so much. Mauritania doesn't necessarily have the best safety reputation on the worldwide stage, and a lot of countries actually recommend against non-essential travel here. At least in Canada they do. But I, for the whole entire trip, felt so well cared for, incredibly safe. And yes, there's lots of police checkpoints. Yes, there's lots of military presence. But if you really want to come and see what this very untraveled, I think they have some of the least amount of tourism numbers in the entire world. But if you really want to see what this country has to offer, just come and visit yourself, and you will be treated like family. 100%. This is Mauritania. Can't wait to travel some more. We'll see you around.